Let's be honest, most of us never give a second thought to the chair we're sitting on right now. Maybe you've noticed the cushion wearing out or the wheels squeaking, but have you ever stopped to think about the hidden framework underneath? The part you don't see. The part that quietly supports you through every meeting, every deadline, and every snack break you probably didn't tell your boss about. Well, that invisible hero is what we're talking about today. Beneath the soft foam and breathable mesh is a structure of cold, hard metal. It's the skeleton of your chair. And without it, your ergonomic throne would crumble faster than a cheap folding chair at a family barbecue. So let's pull off the cushions, strip away the plastic, and take a deep dive into the surprisingly fascinating world of how office chair frames work, right here on History of Simple Things. First things first, what exactly is an office chair frame? Think of it like the human skeleton. It's not visible on the surface, but it's doing all the work to keep everything in place. In office chairs, the frame is typically made from steel or aluminum. Sometimes manufacturers mix in plastic parts to reduce cost. But when it comes to strength and durability, metal rules the game. The frame usually includes the seat base, the backrest support, the central column, and the mechanisms that connect it all together, like tilt levers, gas lifts, and swivels. While cushions and armrests get all the attention, it's the frame that's silently making sure your entire chair doesn't just give out when you lean back with a little too much confidence. Office chairs weren't always the sci-fi contraptions we see today. Back in the 19th century, when offices started becoming a thing, people sat on wooden stools or basic chairs that barely had any give. It wasn't until the industrial boom and the rise of the white-collar workforce that designers began adding comfort and adjustability. In the 1970s, ergonomic design took center stage. That's when companies started caring about posture and productivity. Suddenly, the internal structure of chairs became more complex. Metal frames were designed to move with your body, support your spine, and adjust for height and tilt. What used to be just a seat became a precision-engineered piece of office equipment, and at the heart of that evolution was the metal frame, quietly transforming chairs into posture-friendly command centers. Now, you might be wondering, why metal? Why not just make the whole chair out of plastic or even carbon fiber? Great question. Metal offers the perfect balance of strength, flexibility, and cost efficiency. Steel, for instance, is super strong and widely available. Aluminum is lighter and more resistant to rust, which makes it perfect for parts like the base and the back support. But it's not just about strength. Metal can be shaped into complex curves and joints without losing integrity. That's key for tilt mechanisms, lumbar supports, and the iconic 5-star wheeled base. In short, metal doesn't just hold the chair together, it makes movement possible. The journey of an office chair frame starts at the factory floor with raw metal, usually in sheets, rods, or hollow tubes. These materials are then cut, bent, and welded, using machines that look like something out of a Transformers movie. Each component of the frame has to meet very specific tolerances. A few millimeters off, and the tilt mechanism might not lock, or the base could wobble. Precision is everything. Once shaped, the metal parts are often powder-coated or anodized, giving them a smooth, corrosion-resistant finish. This protects the frame from rust and scratches and adds a professional, clean look, even if you'll never actually see it. From there, the parts are assembled: seat plate, arm supports, backrest structure, and fitted with the mechanical components that allow for recline, swivel, and height adjustments. The frame isn't just a static piece of metal. It works in sync with a whole system of mechanical parts to create the magic of a modern office chair. Take the gas lift cylinder. That tube you adjust when you raise or lower your seat. It's mounted right into the base of the metal frame. Inside, compressed nitrogen gas reacts to pressure, giving you smooth vertical movement. Then there's the tilt mechanism, often a cast steel plate that allows the chair to rock or recline at controlled angles. This part connects the seat to the central column and often includes tension knobs and locking levers. Even the armrests, if adjustable, ride on a tiny set of tracks within the frame, allowing them to move up, down, or pivot outward. That's a lot of engineering hidden inside something we barely think about. Not all office chairs are built the same, and neither are their frames. High-end chairs like the Herman Miller Aeron or Steelcase Leap have ultra-precise frames designed for dynamic movement. They flex with your posture, support micro-adjustments, and are made with aerospace-grade alloys. Yes, aerospace-grade. Your chair might have more advanced metal in it than your car. On the other hand, budget office chairs often cut corners on the frame, using thinner metal, fewer welds, or substituting plastic in stress points. These still work fine for light use, but they're more likely to break down over time. Choosing the right frame often comes down to how long you sit. If you're just checking emails for an hour or two, a basic chair might do. But if you're working 8 hours a day or gaming until 3 a.m., you're going to want a frame that has your back, literally. So the next time you plop down into your chair, take a moment to appreciate the unsung hero below the surface. That quiet, sturdy skeleton of steel or aluminum that carries your weight, absorbs your fidgeting, and keeps you grounded, literally. Office chair frames might not be glamorous, but they're the backbone, pun fully intended, of modern productivity. Whether you're drafting presentations, editing videos, gaming, or eating instant noodles while pretending to work, the metal skeleton underneath you is doing its job, day in and day out. And now, you know exactly how it does it. Thank you for watching. If you have suggestions for our next video, feel free to share them in the comments below. We'll be sure to give you an acknowledgement for your contribution. If you enjoyed this video, please check out our other bingeable channels. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the history of simple things. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more stories woven through the smallest details.